ついてないのか。せめてステータスだけでも。
So I will be the first to tell you that a anime centered around farming and being an adventurer but being a farmer is a kind of silly premise, and in no way, shape, or form does this anime here about, and with the longest title, I've somehow gotten stronger when I improved my farm-related skills. In no way, shape, or form does it have any right to be as good as it is. And I think what this anime is getting right is what a lot of others simply failed to do. And that is having a plot or a storyline that grabs the viewer and is really engaging to want to keep us come back and wonder what is happening, what is going on, right? We're on episode 2, and it has introduced the Ouroboros, which I'm gonna say they stole that from Xenoblade 3. If you guys haven't played Xenoblade 3, it is a amazing masterpiece of a game. Regardless, that's a different channel. Go check out my gaming channel in the description. I cover it. But regardless, they cover a legendary evil dragon, the Ouroboros, on the 2nd episode, right? So now as we go into the 3rd episode, there's a lot of things that I'm asking myself of, okay, Helen, which is now his guild advisor, right? Helen has some tragic memory of the past and had a run-in with this Ouroboros. She was obviously saved in some way, shape, or form by her brother. She was able to survive this tragic event. And in the history records, it is shown that the holy dragon, or a holy dragon, is the one that exterminated or defeated this evil dragon. So where is this holy dragon at? On top of that, we now have this whole thing with Lei, which is her brother, and Elle can now see her brother's spirit. And I'm thinking that the conduit for him to be able to communicate with her brother is the robe that she gave him, which used to belong to her brother, which is weird on how, an 8-year-old's robe can fit a grown man. But regardless, that's a separate conversation. But what I'm explaining here is that you have this plot line, right, that is so engaging and it's getting it right, because not only is it doing good character development through this plot and through this story, it's doing good world building as it's kind of building out the mystery of this kingdom that Al is a part of. And then now we have this immediate danger that him and the people and the kingdom that we've been introduced to could be in. And on top of that, we have some statistics behind it too. So we know that the heroes of this world have about a cap of about 1,000 attack power. Now, that's not saying that every hero is at 1,000, that there's nobody over that, or that it's impossible, but that's generally the rule, is the average hero is going to have about 1,000 attack power. This evil dragon has about 230,000 attack power, and Al is somewhere in the middle, because he's been hoeing and hoeing. He has, not that kind of hoe, the ground, because he's a farmer. He has about a 50,000 attack power. Now, his ability is he can grow that probably a lot really quickly to be able to take on this dragon if need be, because of whatever gifts that he's been given by his god at this point, right? So I think all of that is just extremely interesting, and I think, again, like I said at the top of the video, this has no right to be that good for being such a silly premise. And although it's taking itself seriously in some caveats, it's doing it in a really good and engaging way to kind of take you away from the fact that, yeah, he's just a farmer. Now, the farmer piece is just to really solidify that he has no aspirations to be an adventurer. He has no aspirations to go and work for the king, or, be the king's men, or be the princess's royal guard. He has no aspirations to do those things. He's just like, I want to live a simple life. So I think that's where the farming stuff comes into play, is just to kind of gauge us to what his aspirations are with, I just want to live a simple life doing something that I enjoy, but I'm not afraid to go and derive from that to protect the life that I enjoy. So I think that's really where the farming stuff comes into play. I will say my only real gripe about the anime, and then we're only 2 episodes in, so this could easily be quelled, is because it is a farming anime, hopefully we get 1 or 2 episodes that is more farming oriented, right? Him, like, what is he going to do with that huge, 30,000 meters or 30,000 kilometer of land, right? How is he going to cultivate that? How is he going to hire workers? Is he going to do it all himself? I do hope that we get at least 1 episode or a half an episode. Well, I hope we get some glimpses into his actual farming life. I would really enjoy seeing that because this is a farming anime, and I have an interest in that. You know what I mean? Like I am their audience. When they say farming stuff, I'm like I'm their audience to want to see some of that. Kind of like why I really enjoyed the Slime Diaries, which is a spin-off of Rimuru's, the slime isekai anime, right? So, that time I got reincarnated as a slime. So, I'm really hoping that we get a little bit of that, but not too much, because if they continue at this pace and they're really going with this really cool story, I don't want them to derive from that too much, but I do want to, touch base on his farming stuff. Last couple of things here, there's a lot that happened this episode, and I don't want to talk about everything because I don't think it's necessary. But a couple of things is I love how the princess is just casually walking around with L everywhere. She has what I marked here as the convenient anime thing to stop her from being noticed, because I was like, yo, this princess can just walk around this kingdom with no problem. Well, she has an anime convenient thing, which is a hairpin that she can put in that has convenient magic to deceive everybody. We find out that Al started at G rank at the Adventurers Guild, but adventurers do go from G rank all the way to a rank called SS, and they are kind of marked as such. So he started at G. He does not want to go to S because he doesn't want any recognition, although he's gotten some already. We found out that C and B ranks can go and do missions alone. Until he gets to that rank, he has to do missions with others, which is completely fine. He gets the robe from Helen, which is a really cute guild advisor that he's going to have probably a good relationship with, because he has opted in to save her. We find out that we find out that there's monsters around his first mission that he was. There was a really awesome, funny scene with the orcs, and he had a run-in with the female orcs who are a little bit honey, which was really, really funny. Then we had him run in with the Ouroboros. He got basically just frozen. Then he goes to find out more information about it. He goes with the princess because the princess comes to save him because he wasn't able to access certain information at the library. He makes the princess a little bit jealous because he mentions how he wants to save Helen, and then she's like, I'm gonna go and investigate this village with you, and that's kind of where we left off. So now he's gonna meet that ghost boy. So overall, I'm thinking like this anime, it's not 9 out of 10. It may not even be an 8 out of 10. For me, I would personally say so far, 2 episodes in, 8 out of 10. I think it is delivering on something that is silly, and I really, really like that about it. I think when all things said and done, it will probably be a high 7 and those high 7 marks, But for me, on a personal level, I would say 8 out of 10. I think this is a great anime so far, or like a really good anime so far, and it's just thoroughly impressed me, and it's made me excited to see what comes next. So on Saturdays, I'm legitimately looking forward to this dumb farming anime that has my interest. So let me know what you guys think about this anime so far. Let me know what you think about it 2 episodes in. Are you on the same page as me, or are you on like, I'm gonna drop it, this is awful, I hate what it's doing? And if you are on that side, completely okay, you know what I mean? Like, not everything's for everybody. Something that, hits me and I'm really into, you might not be, and that's okay. But tell me why in the comments, and I'll see you guys next Saturday. All right, my friends. Peace.